Cousins, where was this event with all these black men? Because I got 4,072,932,317 million black women looking for black men. So if
I'm sure that you are aware of this video and the song that goes with it. It's a clear sign that
the rebellion is spreading.
The rebellion I speak of is not a military one or a violent one. Instead, it is a rebellion of nice guys refusing to participate.
You're right, bro. Single dads never get credit. As a matter of fact, let me tell you a story. Back in 2018, I adopted my niece. She was almost 5. Long story short, my sister had an episode and she lost her kid to the state. Tell me why I became Uncle Dad overnight, because none, and I mean none, of our siblings with children would take my niece. One of my favorite sayings in Spanish is, donde comen cinco, comen seis, which means where 5 can eat, 6 can eat. It's pretty much seamless to add another mouth. That shows you how problematic my sister was, that none of our siblings with children would take her. I wanted her to be comfortable as hell, so I asked her what was her favorite movie, and she said Frozen. I was like, bet. I got bedding, I got wall stickers, nightlight. Don't play with me. I was on that shit. I even went to the internet and learned how to do hairstyles for a little girl, because you know I'm a grown ass. I don't know how to do no little girl hair. You see them barrettes in there with them little man, that shit ain't no accident. That's Uncle Jamal. Zigzag parts with the ponytail. I was doing box braids. Don't play with me. And we ain't even gonna talk about the process of having to execute a proper wash day for a little black girl's hair. I even had to get her registered for kindergarten at one point in time. My sister was the baby mama drama that I never had and never wanted. Literally got to the point where we had to communicate via the social worker only. She was that bad.
When I speak of the nice guy rebellion, this is a perfect example of it. This is a guy who did everything right. He helped out a niece that needed help, and he did not get the appreciation for it. So what happens? The nice guy rebels, and you get, now you're a single mom. He did a very interesting thing in his music choice, because he started the song out with a melody that goes back almost 40 years from a group called Troop.
The reason Drizzle Drizzle, MGTO and Soft Guy Arrow are doing so well is because men have all of the leverage, and as you guys say,
rule number 1 of capitalism. In order to negotiate, you have to bring value.
So how did men end up on top? Well, it's not men, it's average men now. And it all started with the feminist ideology that all of you should be going for the top 1% type of man. You pushed that idea so hard that it became something that we could study and prove, and now we know that the majority of women are competing for the same 20% top types of lads.
ooh, child, some women are mad at me because I said that women keep focusing on tall, dark, and handsome with a big and 6 figures, and they're passing up the good guy, the nice guy that wants to take you out. Why should we have to settle, Kendra? We should have somebody on our level.
Because you lot seem to think that you had all the leverage, and then you gave all of that leverage to the top tier guys.
The gentleman speaks of a leverage that young ladies have that these days is focused on a smaller and smaller group of guys. But we have evidence that this used to be employed differently. Otherwise, songs like Troop, All I Do Is Think of You, they simply wouldn't exist. There was a time when songs like this were on the radio, and guys that were not the tallest, the fastest, the richest guy would have an opportunity because he was just going to show that he really cared about her while he was building himself up. The song goes, I can't wait to get to school each day and wait for you to pass my way, and bells start to ring and angels start to sing. Hey, that's the girl for you. So what are you gonna do? Hey, little girl, I love you. Can you imagine that these days?
When you had an abundance of options, you were very picky, treated men however you really wanted to because you know they'd be lapping up anyway. And you know what? The top tier men did exactly the same thing to you.
The chorus goes, all I do is think of you. Day and night, that's all I do. I can't get you off my mind. Think about you all the time. All the time. Guys used to sing songs like this to young ladies.
Because Alial wanted them. That led you to almost completely denying the existence of the good men and comparing us all to these bad ones who have all the leverage that you gave them.
I don't think men are good people. Wait, you think that now? All men.
I don't think they're good people.
And so the good guys realize that they only really have two options. They can either become the bad guy that you girls want, or they can just dip out entirely.
Although we don't really have the need for these types of love songs anymore, remember the next time you hear Now You're a Single Mom, that melody, they were singing, I begin to take the long way home, just so I can be alone and think of how to say, my heart is here to stay. Hey, I'm in love with you. I think the world of you. So won't you please, please be mine.
And now we have an even greater divide. Women have far less options than they did. The middle ground men left because you lot weren't being too nice. And that left you with the top tier man who ended up having too much of a choice. And now they treat you the same way that you were treating us. And now you're dipping out and looking for somewhere else to turn.
This will be an unforeseen issue with the 4B movement once it becomes widespread in America. Patriarchy here has given men a sense of entitlement that is almost insane. One of the reasons we have not seen a rise in violence in the way that we could have is because there are women still giving losers coochie.
You know where this happened. Please let your girl know, because I got 82,732,403,029,000 black women looking for these men. So put your girl on and let me know where this happened.
The moment that women stop giving losers coochie, all hell is gonna break loose. And I am a part of the 4B movement, and I am prepared.
And what guys have learned from this is that that guy in the friend zone you did want to be with. He was the safe guy, the guy that you could go to when you've hit your prime and you've gone through a bunch of guys and you know he will look after you. He's actually the guy you wanted to end up with. The problem is, you're no longer the person he wants to end up with. The average guy now has the leverage because he was offering and always was offering everything that you guys wanted. It wasn't appreciated. And now that you guys have lost your backup man, we're going to be picky with who we catch when they fall. Because we can. Unfortunately, it's too late for most of you. And us, we're perfectly happy waiting around for the right one.
So you heard our Caucasian brother from another mother explain the nice guy rebellion in his words. Now, let's hear it in ours.
Can you date somebody that think they the prize?
No, I mean, the man is always the prize. Remember that. They try to say happy wife, happy life. A happy man is God's plan.
Preach it, Brother Teddy. You are a godsend.
So, and for all the brothers that's watching this, you got to always make sure you go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it, right? But in order to go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it, you got to celebrate yourself, right? How you think creates how you feel becomes an emotion, that emotion becomes a vibration, that vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. So what you put out is going to come back to you. So once you on that vibration of celebrating yourself, the that's going to tolerate you going to run from you because you're not going to attract them, you're going to repel them.
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied.
What's interesting now in the era of the nice guy rebellion is that instead of being told how to be men by the quote-unquote bad boys, it's now an era where the good guys in rebellion are saying, no, we're going to change the narrative. And part of that new narrative's voice is a happy man is God's plan. The response, that's the introduction of the Drizzleations. That's funny. Said a whole lot of nothing. What do you bring to the table? Just yapping? He did say his energy is to repel people like you. You can see the nice guy rebellion playing out in real time. Drizzle, drizzle, this took me out. What does drizzle, drizzle mean? It means know your worth, king, is the rebuttal for sprinkle, sprinkle. Loud and wrong. And someone replies with the one word bop, and it got almost 1,700 likes, including mine, which is absolutely hilarious to me. I can't believe he just said that. That's actually sad that a grown man thinks this way. Replies, what do you bring to the table? Taxes, and then debt and narcissistic tendencies. Oh Lord, can we talk about something else? Thank God this video found you. He's definitely single, spelling, because he knows his worth. He's describing his homeboys. I exited this video so fast. He's so lost, you hear it in his rambles. Translation, I don't like what he says. Get him off the mic.
I don't have to do nothing but stay black and die.
I don't think there's a better way to explain the nice guy rebellion in a meme more clear than Joe Clark laying down on the bed and Lean on Me is Morgan Freeman and saying, I don't have to do anything. And that's exactly what is happening in the Nice Guy Rebellion. Guys are saying, okay, well, I'm going to say this is what I want, and if I don't get what I want, okay, so be it. And the growing chorus of guys saying, hey, I don't want to be a stepdad. I don't want a lady that's going to challenge me. I want to go 50-50. You could call it, I want to drizzle, whatever you want to call it. Guys are saying, hey, look, this is what I want. And if I can't get what I want, I don't have to do anything. And the stepdad market, the beta orbiter market, the cleanup guy market is drying up in front of our very eyes. It's just a part of the Nice Guy Rebellion. And as more and more young ladies start saying 4B and they're going to remove themselves from the dating market, it doesn't really bother guys that have been on the sidelines saying, I would have written a love song to you if you had loved me while I was building myself. But since that's over, I'm going to wait until I find the best opportunity available to me. And for a growing number of guys, it's overseas. Nice Guy Rebellion at work. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care, guys.